Cincinnati. When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
We're on to Cincinnati.
It's my team. It's my quarterback.
They are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Hello? You play to win the game.
They want you to cook the dinner. At least they ought to let you shop for some of the groceries.
And on the way up, we're going to buy the kneecap off.
Playoffs? You kidding me?
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
How can you not be romantic about football, man?
Oh, that hits a little bit different seeing that today with old Aaron Rodgers. Welcome to Bench with Bonnetta, people. Happy New Year. Oh, my goodness. 2023 is off to a roaring start. I had to work at 4 a.m. on the 1st of January, and I didn't really do anything for New Year's Eve, to be honest. I went out to dinner. I don't eat steak, but this is a steakhouse, and you have to eat steak in a steakhouse. I legitimately had the meat sweats all night. This is why I don't do this. So 2023, we are cutting out red meat. We're not eating steak no matter what house we're at. And my mom is visiting me right now, and if you guys are watching this, you'll see that I have a French braid. What's more, my mom is visiting than my hair right now. Also, we're in studio because my house is a mess because my mom decided to rearrange everything. My life's great! No, it is. I'm so happy that she's here. Okay, we've got a big show today. I just want to tease this right here, right now. KB is coming up for Water Cooler Talk in uno momento. We dive deep on feet. I know you're not. I know that maybe you're not looking to kick your year off by hearing Kyle Brandt and Rachel Bonnetta speak on the obsession of feet, but I think it's worthwhile to stick around for. Okay, is it an experience? Yes. Is it a good one? I'll let you decide. So without further ado, let's get KB in here. KB, Happy New Year. Hey. I see you're drinking a weird jug of something, so I want to start this off. I have a feeling this has something to do with New Year's resolutions, which is weird because you're always chugging water. Like, what about the New Year's resolutions? You're always doing this. But what is this? Is that Gatorade?
No, this is water with like some lemonade flavoring squirted in it to make it less tedious. I'm on the water thing, Bonnetta. I'm doing it. I'm drinking like 1.5 gallons a day, and it's changing my life. Oh, my skin has never been clearer. No, it sucks. I'm a half day into it already, and it's already a huge pain, but I'm going to try to stick it out. Everybody says it's like that unlocks everything if you just drink a ton of water. I'm like, I can do that.
See, I'm anti-water. I know we needed to survive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like, I'm sorry if this is TMI, people. I don't like peeing that much. I don't like the inconvenience of when I'm nice and cozy and seated or asleep, I don't want to wake up at 4 a.m. and have to pee. Or leave my comfortable position at work or at home on the couch. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
It's 2:53 p.m. right now. I have urinated 39 times today.
Come on now.
I'm like, it's all you do, non-stop.
Also,
I haven't even gotten to the night.
You're on a 3-hour morning show, and what people don't know is when you're on GMFB, you're like, soon as they're like, okay, commercial, people are like, you're like running to the bathroom. The few times that I've sat in, I get panicked because you guys aren't back yet. But like, you're obviously vets, you know how much time you have. But I'm like, it's 20 seconds and KB still isn't back at the desk. Am I gonna have to cover? And you just come sprinting in.
There's nuances to it, dude. The live television urination is that you can buy yourself an extra 15 seconds. Is when they roll the bump, as it's called, which is promoting the next segment. You're just gone. As soon as you're off camera, you're gone. And then there's added complications because you're wearing 56 different mic packs and earpieces, and there's wires in places that are very intimate sometimes if you're trying to get it done quickly. And then you skate back in and you're not mic'd. It's a disaster, but it's become part of my life now.
People don't realize you got to take the mic off or else somebody's going to hear you pee. And that's, so you're saying, I'm sure you're pretty close to your audio guy.
Yeah, I know. And then if they don't, they'll be like, turn Kyle off. Like, they can all hear us. It's so bad.
I have not had that phobe. I am very careful about that stuff. But, okay, well, Happy New Year, my friend. I want to kick these little chats off. Listen, every single Sunday, I'm on Twitter. I'm checking the conversation. Sure. And about 5 different times, there is somebody tweeting you nominating an angry run, and you are very famous for these. So I want to ask you, who is like the best nomination that you've gotten? Like, who is somebody that's messaged you? There's been quite a few famous people come on the show. Who is like, hey, you got to take a look at this? Is there one that comes to mind? Because literal teams are tweeting at you too.
Oh, the teams do it all the time. Yeah. Constantly, it used to be I have to look for them, and now it's great. The fish are jumping into the boat, Rachel.
Oh, yeah.
People tell me, here's this one. So the celebrity fan mafia is out there. Paul Rudd's not on Twitter, but not to brag, Paul Rudd has texted me about one before. And then Stone Street, who's also as part of the Chiefs mafia, he's done it. I've gotten a couple from like our bosses, and I mean I'm talking about, Rachel, like our like New York bosses, like the really, really, really high ones, like the Masters of the Universe. Yeah. They've even sent me some. So those are exciting.
Well, that is just a testament to how incredible this segment is, and it's been going for. I mean, how many years have you been doing this for now?
6 years of angry runs. Yeah,
wild. Well, we saw a tweet online. This was pretty incredible. Samantha Spader said, "When Angry Runs on GMFB is your favorite TV all week, your husband transcribes KB's rant when the New York Jets win the scepter, so you can hang it in your Jets bathroom." Okay, I have a lot of questions about that last part. You have a Jets bathroom, but like, man, this has got to feel pretty good, right? What did you think when you saw this?
I saw this tweet and I zoomed in to read every word.
So did I.
That's amazing that the woman's husband, because transcribing that segment is not easy. There's like sometimes you start speaking in tongues and you start making all these bizarre references and the words run together. So to have that like in the bathroom of all places, where like you want some privacy and maybe some like a little bit of peace and quiet. Yeah, I'm flattered, I'm honored, and I'm it's very, very cool. I've never seen that ever, like up until now. That's a first.
Would you ever want a themed bathroom? Like, I don't know, you got your basement down there, KB's basement. Would you ever love something so much that you could, like, I could see you having like a Top Gun bathroom or some kind of something weird like that.
I have this badass Boogie Nights bathroom on the 3rd floor of our house, and it's great. No, you don't hear about themed bathrooms a lot. Although, like, there is something to be said that, like, over the last several years, like, the Jets belong in a bathroom more than a bedroom or a couch or anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and this year they didn't make it either. But I like that he does that.
I like it too. Well, shout outs to these guys and to you for making this segment what it is. Speaking of segments, I got to do this to you, KB. We love you on this show, but let's rewind the clock. Let's listen to what Kyle Brandt's thoughts on Kirk Cousins were this past week. Okay. Roll it.
It is okay to talk about the Vikings and say Kirk Cousins is excellent. It's okay. Jamie, in the earlier show, made a compelling case that Justin Jefferson should be considered for MVP, and I respect it. Justin Jefferson is an excellent player. So is Devontae Adams the last couple of years when the MVP was handed to Aaron Rodgers like it was no big deal. I am not here for this prejudice against Kirk Cousins that has existed, and it is in our systems and our blood as football media people, and it comes from a lot of things. The corniness of his personality, the size of his paychecks, years old losses that he suffered on prime time, even in different organizations and different eras and different head coaches. Turn in Kirk Cousins now with fresh eyes on a Sunday, and make sure it's in the fourth quarter when quarterbacks really show who they are. You will not see a quarterback playing better in the entire NFL this year in the biggest moments. The stats bore it out, the eye test bears it out, and there's still no love for him. I apologize for nothing. Kirk Cousins is excellent. I believe in him in the playoffs, and I will not stop believing in him. I wish some other people would start.
Let's go. Well said.
Listen, we're not old takes exposed. This happens every single time. When you have to talk about sports every single day, there's going to be things that you say, and the following week maybe sounds a little bit silly. Vikings lost 41-17 to the Packers. Yeah. Kirk Cousins had 3 interceptions. But what I want to ask you, KB, is are you doubling down on this? Is this just a weird game? Is this a fluke, as Jair Alexander called Justin Jefferson's game season opener? I just want to give you the floor here.
Appreciate the floor.
Yeah.
I regret nothing. I apologize for nothing.
Whoa!
I still believe in Kirk Cousins. Because you know what I'm seeing out there, Bonnetta? I'm seeing, Kirk Cousins was terrible in another big game. He lost another big game. Guys, that was not a big game. We're talking about the NFC North champs here. Yeah. They got the T-shirts a couple weeks ago. This was just a game out their schedule. They're already going to the playoffs. They already won the division. Yeah, he was bad. Yeah, they were bad. This was not a big game because they played so well prior to the season that they reduced this to being a small game that they didn't even need. He's been great this year. He was terrible against the Packers. The Vikings were terrible against the Packers, and they might burn me in the playoffs, but until they do, I'm apologizing for anything.
In 2023, we aren't apologizing for anything. We are doubling down on our takes. I know Michael Irvin had Kirk Cousins as MVP.
Yeah.
for the season. Could he be MVP Super Bowl playoffs? Maybe not regular season.
Listen, he's going to have to do something like that. Because first of all, you made a great point, Rachel. It's January 2nd. I'm not starting to apologize for opinions already. Or how the hell am I going to get to December? Listen, if the playoffs started today, that's how we start every conversation. They would play the Giants in the playoffs. And what I think is a good game that I think the Vikings would win. I think he needs to win a couple playoff games and play well in both of them for anybody to get off his back. Otherwise, it's just knives out, already waiting to carve him. And we'll see what happens. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, I asked my Twitter followers what was their hottest, boldest take for 2023, because you're right. We're looking forward. We're not looking back, baby. Okay. I'm going to read some of these to you, and you just tell me, what's the temperature vibe on some of these. Okay. I actually really liked this first one, and I got quite a lot of feedback on Twitter from this. Meanwhile says all sports need to get rid of divisions/conferences. NFL, for example. Everyone plays 17 different opponents. Playoffs are simply seeded by record, allows for any two teams to face off in the Super Bowl. I am kind of with this. I know it's probably never going to happen, but think about all the games mid-season that you are getting that you don't usually get to experience. You are going to have the two best teams in the Super Bowl facing each other. What say you?
Yeah, I mean, do we need Bears-Lions twice a year? Is that something that people are clamoring for? We need that twice. I also will say, I think we dodged this earlier, Rachel. I think that if the Sam Darnold Panthers or Andy Dalton Saints would have ended up winning the South, I think there would have been a review in the offseason about, do we really need to give a home playoff game to everyone who wins the division?
Yeah.
Enough of that. I think let's just have the best teams in. But then Brady came through and rained hellfire in them and won. So that's going to go away for another year.
I got a lot of feedback of the rival games, the rivalries are important. You can still have those.
Yeah.
We're in charge of the schedule, hun. We can put those games in there. We can sprinkle them throughout.
Sure.
But I feel like some rivalries, it's we were looking back on Steelers-Ravens going into last night's game. And a lot of the footage was old as hell. And maybe that rivalry is not the best example because I feel like it is still really fun and gritty. But a lot of these examples are from years past when guys probably weren't even alive. So they're just told, hey, you hate these guys. You hate these guys because something that happened 20 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're a young person right now, let's say you're 17 years old, does Raiders Broncos mean anything to you? Does that get you fired up? Does that do a single thing for you? No, it just hasn't been for a long time. I hear you.
Okay. The next one, Dan Patrick 42, maybe Dan Patrick's burner, says, Derek Carr takes the Jets to the Super Bowl. I mean, what do you think?
Good. Listen, unless Jimmy Garoppolo does it first, maybe we'll see. How about Derek Carr takes the Jets to the Super Bowl and Jarrett Stidham takes the Raiders to the Super Bowl?
I love the chaos. That's a messy 2023. I love this. Okay, Callum Tulum says Mike Vrabel will be the coach of the New England Patriots. Wild. When does Bill Belichick step down? I think he's 71. Turned 71 in April. This will have been Bill Belichick's 28th season as a head coach in the NFL. He doesn't have Brady anymore. The last few years have been a little bit rough. What do you think?
I thought when Josh McDaniels turned down the Colts job a few years back, I'm like, oh, okay, so he's just going to stay and he'll be handed the keys to the kingdom when Belichick leaves. So it's not Josh McDaniels. But what about our maniac guy on the sideline, Steve Belichick, with the tongue out and the blonde mullet? That's got to be the guy. I think he is the de facto heir apparent.
I can't remember who told me this last week, but you know how Bill Belichick is, he's had the moth-eaten sweater?
Yeah.
Apparently there was a time that Bill Belichick went to the league and was like, every single NFL coach should be dressed in suits and should be dressed to very proper, prim and proper every single Sunday. And they said no. So that's when he started to do the cutoff sleeves and the holy sweaters. I don't know if that's true, but I kind of can't see Bill Belichick asking for that in the first place because we only know him as the hooded man.
Yeah.
But that would be wild, right? That would be a wild thing there.
I don't want to name drop here, but one time I got to talk to Roger Goodell, and I'm like, can I pitch you some things? And he's like, sure. And I said, why don't we have the coaches wearing suits? It's a really cool thing when you show that old footage of Tom Landry and anybody from yesteryear in suits. And his answer basically was that it's an apparel thing in terms of like we have an agreement with Nike and when they make our sideline apparel, and I'm like, are you telling me no one in the Nike empire can sew a suit together? Why don't we make a Nike suit? That would be cool. So TBD on that.
I also love the shots when guys are arriving. Like Patrick Mahomes always dressed so nice. Travis Kelce, all these guys. Like imagine if we had like a hot slow-mo of Bill walking in with his like fancy Nike suit. Sign me up. Okay. Next one. Brady signs with the New York Jets. After months of anguish, the fan base finally talks themselves into it. Brady's decline is immediate. Jets fans do not survive.
I like that one, but only if I want Belichick to stay as the Patriots head coach. He can't leave because he hates the Jets and everyone in the Patriots hates the Jets. I actually
love that.
So I need Brady on the Jets quarterback versus Belichick, the head coach. He's not allowed to leave if Brady is the Jets QB.
Okay, I've got two other ones. They're not sports related. Right. I don't want to disclose this person's they're mentioned because I feel like they'll just be absolutely
I like it already.
Taylor Swift talks trash about Dolly Parton, and people start to recognize Swift as the mid-pop star that she is. The mid-pop star that she is. I agree.
Don't come after Dolly.
I agree.
You think there's nothing you could Taylor Swift do? Don't come after Dolly. Those concerts, no one will even show up. They're going to be completely empty stadiums. Can't do it.
Listen, I have to say something, and I'm going to cover my face just in case it gets clipped off so people won't know who said this, even though my name is all over. Taylor Swift is not that great. She's not. Okay. No, stop. She's not that great.
You can think that. It's all right to say that. This is America.
She's cheesy. She's cheesy. I'm sorry.
Cheesy. Okay. Is that you talking about the person or the music or both?
All of it. The whole brand. The brand from top to bottom. Come for me. Okay?
I think
Swift
it's
Army.
You. You're the problem. It's you, Rachel. That's what they're going to say to you.
And just as in cheesy lyrics, it comes back. Okay, and then finally, I really want your thoughts on this. And this is a bit spicy. This is a bit spicy, but it's what I'm thinking about going into this year. Bonnetta caves to her freaky followers and gets an OnlyFans to sell feet pics. Imagine the cash that I could be raking in, KB. It's just Tootsies. It's just the Tootsies. That's all I need to do.
Is this what they want? Is this what the people want?
The people want. I can tell you. Oh, this is the whole thing. I bet you're on WikiFeet. I'm going to look while I'm doing this. WikiFeet. Kyle.
All right. So you're not on WikiFeet?
Oh,
my feet are disgusting.
Oh, you're on WikiFeet.
Really?
KB, you are on WikiFeet, and there is one picture. And I don't know if you guys can zoom in. It's of you and somebody. I don't know. But your feet are
I know
there.
this picture.
Your feet are there.
This is 20 years ago. Yeah, I'm wearing flip-flops and camouflage shorts.
Listen, it is a world I will post something. Oh, you're
I've never
rated
been to this website.
4.08 out of 5. AKA
that's good, right? I'll take it.
Beautiful feet. They don't.
I've never been to the site.
Is your birthday January 24th?
Yeah.
Well, they know that too. They don't know your shoe size though. You got that on lock.
I'm a 12, guys. You can have that one for free.
There we go, WikiFeet. There we go. I'm just saying, I will post something on Instagram and it will be on awesome. WikiFeet within 10 seconds. And I'm just saying, it could be a nice second income stream for me this year.
Is it considered disrespectful or unprofessional if I Google your WikiFeet right now, Rachel?
I'm giving you permission. I am giving you permission to Google my WikiFeet. I bet you there's something from Sunday. I bet you there's something from Sunday. All right, well, you looked at mine,
so I can look at yours.
There you go.
Right. Oh my God, this is like a whole catalog.
Yeah, dude. I think I'm rated actually pretty highly.
Well, I got a 4. You got a 5-star. 5 out of 5.
Yeah,
5 out of 5.
Beautiful.
And
feet.
Your birthday is October 8th?
Yeah.
There it is. Are you a 7 in U.S. shoes?
Yeah. They even know my shoe size. And I've not disclosed that. I think they're just like using a weird online measuring tool.
Some of these you can't even see your feet in the picture. Like, what is the point? Like, oh man. All right. I feel a little dirty, Rachel. I respect you as a professional.
I gave you permission. It's okay. But that's a little glimpse into the world of feet. I'm considering this second stream of income. Okay. And then finally, before we let you go, a lot of people are doing their ins and their outs of 2022, 2023. I'll do my in first, and then you can do your in, then we'll both do our outs. My in for 2023, Irish exits. I'm doing them. I feel like in the beginning, people are like, Rachel Irish exits. If you do it a couple times, be like, yeah, Rachel Irish exits. That's just like a thing that she does, and we love her anyways. She just wants to get out of here and go to bed. Irish exits, they are in for 2023. Fantastic. What about you?
Oh, yeah. I do it in my own house sometimes. We'll have people over, and I'll just go upstairs and go to sleep.
Bye.
Sober. I'm in on H2O, hydrogen and oxygen.
Love it.
The thing is, since we started this conversation, like now I have to go so bad.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna muscle it out. But they tell me if you just drink a ton of water, you never get sick, and you get 6-pack abs, and your skin is beautiful. All you have to do, no exercise, just drink a ton of water. So that's, as I understand,
6-pack abs.
Water.
You got to pee all the time. I don't know. One's weighing out the other one for me. Okay, my out. I feel so strongly about this. I feel as strongly about this as I do soup. Okay, this is my 2023 soup take. Roman numerals are out. Why are we still doing this? I don't understand how it works. I feel like people that use Roman numerals, NFL, we love you. You're stuck in the past. You are stuck in the past. No, I don't even know how to read them. It was in a teleprompter the other day, and I fully just stopped. I was like, guys, I can't read Roman numerals. I forget what Super Bowl it is this year. 57, I think? Yeah. Get it out of here. Roman numerals, you're trying too hard. You're dusty and musty. Get out of here. What's your out?
Once you get into like the M's and the C's, what the hell are all those?
I know how to count to 3 in Roman numerals, and that's it.
Yeah. So like, do you know, like, let me ask you this. Do you know, like, in Roman numeral, what is IX?
Is X 10?
X is 10. So what's IX?
11.
No, IX is actually 9 because the I takes one away from the 10.
That's stupid. That doesn't make any sense. It's dumb. Cancel it. Roman numerals officially canceled in 2023. What's your out?
You know what? I'm out on TV shows in general. I'm so sick of being told that's the show I have to watch and all this work I have. It's starting to feel like work. You know what? I didn't see season 2 of White Lotus. I'm not watching it. You know what? I've never seen Yellowstone. Screw you. I don't want to watch the show. It's too much time. I'm not watching it. I'm out. I'm out. I'm not watching TV anymore. Too much work.
Well, then you need to make this disclaimer because people are just going to be upset with you. You just can't talk about it because White Lotus and Yellowstone are 2 of my favorite shows.
Yeah,
but I get it.
They're great. I get it.
I get it.
Too much time.
If somebody's always like, "Oh my God, you have to watch Ted Lasso over and over and over again," I'm going to watch it 3 years from now, and I'm going to like it, but I'm not going to like that I like it because I waited 3 years to watch it. KB, you are the best. Enjoy your H2O journey. I'm sure next time we see you next week, you're just going to be like...
That's right. Flushed. It's going to be beautiful. Happy New Year to you and everybody at Bench with Bonnetta. And you guys are the best. I'll see you soon.
Thank you, my friend. I'm so sorry, but your wiki feed's probably going to blow up after this. We're gonna put. Listen, KB needs a more populated wiki feed. People, make it happen. KB, you're the best. We'll see you next week.
Bye. See ya.
Okay, thanks, Kyle. We will see you next week. I apologize for all the foot talk. Okay, but it's a conversation worth having. Okay, it's important in this household. All right, coming up after the break, I'm gonna do my own personal ins and outs. I made a list. It's just a couple of things, ins and outs. It's a nice exercise, and I urge you to try it. So don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the show. We are talking about our ins and outs for 2023. I have seen a lot of people do this on Instagram and TikTok and social media and blah, 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 blah. I am going to do a couple of more. So my in, as you know, is I'm Irish exiting without even apologizing, actually. I'm not going to apologize once for Irish exiting. When should I do my first one? I'm supposed to have dinner with my mom tonight. Do I try it out then? That would be weird. And then my out is Roman numerals. Why are we doing this? They're icky. Here are a few more outs, okay? A lot in the same vein as Roman numerals, big words. I heard somebody say the word numerality. Like when I was posed this question, what do you think about Roman numerals earlier? And somebody said the word numerality, and I said, that's not even a word. You mean numerology. You just got caught trying. How embarrassing. Trying. Out in 2023, okay? As well as big words. For the third year in a row, out, Fireball. It's out. Okay? I don't think I need to get into it. I think if you're looking at me right now, you know what I'm saying. Fireball. She gone. I got invited to a New Year's Eve party. Mohan was there. Mohan sent me this picture and said, "Oh, we missed you at our New Year's Eve party." And I said, thank God I didn't go. Oh, my goodness. The problem is I have trouble saying no to Fireball because it's such a sweet little delicious treat, but it does not make me feel good the next day. Okay, on the continued list of outs, I thought that they were in. I thought going into 2023 they were in, and I gave it a little test last night. Hot dogs, they are very much out. No gallbladder means no hot doggies. Not feeling great today. Thanks, SoFi Stadium. Loved the experience. No to hot dogs. Okay, the word vibey. The word vibey is out for 2023, and this one's on me because I say it way too much. And somebody called me on it the other day, and I said, how embarrassing that I say the word vibey too many times. So the word vibey, it's out. Soup, still out, will be out, will continue to be out for all of eternity. After that interview with Kyle, I'm going to add drinking water. Drinking water is out in 2023. Your girl needs a good night's sleep, okay? I'm gonna test this theory. I think it's been a ruse all along that people say you need water to survive. Well, we'll see about that. I'm going to do an experiment, just see what happens. If I'm not here next week, I love you all. Thanks for watching. Those big hats in the NFL that are really gone viral. I don't know how I feel about them. I think that they're on the cusp of being out for 2023, even though they just got here. Okay, ins! This might be spicy and mean, but telling people they smell bad. I think that's in 2023, only because I would appreciate that. And I have a very intense nose. I'm like a super smeller, a super taster. Like I hate cilantro. I have a very intense nose, and it drives me insane. So if I run into you and you smell bad, guess what? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you because I'm a good friend. And then I'm an Irish accent. My gum addiction. I love to chew gum. Literally in my bag right now, I bet you would find no less than 5 different packs of gum. I'm not proud of this, but in my car, in the cup holder, filled to the brim with gum wrappers. And I'm not stopping. 2023 is going to be the year of even more gum. Crosswords. Always hated them because they didn't make me feel smart. Did one time. I think it was maybe like a child crossword, and I killed it. So I'm going to try doing more crosswords this year. Tequila. Always in. Whoa. Fireball still out. You know what? I'm going to put in those big hats in the NFL. I think people didn't like him at first, and then I just saw him wearing in the Packers locker room. Big hats in 2023. Okay, after the break, we are doing the best and the worst thing that we saw in the first week of 2023. Get ready.
It's the best.
Okay, starting off with the best thing that I saw of the first week in 2023. This is a double. This is just like what happened on Sunday. Geno eliminating Jets from playoff contention is just, chef's kiss. He finally wrote back. Ooh. And then the Lions getting a standing ovation at their final game at home is just a beautiful thing. We are such a fan of the Lions here on this show, so we love to see it. But the best thing that I saw all week long had to be the Ravens mascot returning from injury. I believe his name is Poe, doing his best Kevin Nash impersonation from the WWE. I'm sure you guys have seen this like GIF on Twitter. This is so good. This is amazing. I want players to start doing this. It's entertainment. That's what the NFL is about. Okay, the worst thing that I saw. This is going to haunt my dreams for weeks, people. Okay, the Commanders announced their mascot. His name is Major Tutty, and he's a pig, and I don't like him. He reminds me of Pitbull, and I really can't tell you why, but he just kind of looks like he's got Pitbull vibes, and he's a giant pig that's wearing a helmet and a football uniform. I'm so sorry, I don't like it. It's the worst thing that I saw. It's a train wreck. It's a train wreck, Major Tutty. I'm so sorry. But Poe, shout outs to you. We love you. Okay, guys, that's it. That's our first show of 2023. We love you. Thanks to KB. I think I can tease this. I'm very excited for next show. The one and only Connie Fox, Colleen Wolfe, is going to be on this very program in this room talking about football, talking about things. I wonder if she's got a wiki feed. Oh, God, what have I done? What have I done? Googlemen.wikifeed.com/Colin. Give him a higher rating. He's actually got 11 votes already. Good for you, KB. And don't worry, I put your shoe size in there so people know. This is what you get. This is what we have to deal with. This is what you get. Thanks for watching. We will see you on Friday. Bye.